Hey everyone, my name is Peng Ronher, licensed acupuncturist, medical intuitive, and master of Qigong. And today is day 4 of 30 for my 30-day video challenge where I'm posting videos on spiritual development. And pretty much it's just going to be like a vlog of any thoughts that I might have that come to mind. So today's question is, what do you look for in a teacher on a spiritual path? And this question is very tricky. So for me, finding the right teacher is just kind of like finding the right soulmate. Actually, it requires some dating. So you kind of have to dabble around a little bit, hit up the Tinder scene on the spiritual teacher process. But the idea is that you're sort of feeling out these individuals, going to whatever practices that they teach, whether it be yoga, meditation, mindfulness meditation, tai chi, qigong. You have to kind of start dating, or basically checking these individuals out and to see what they're all about. If there's a right fit, then you probably found your teacher. The community to me is also super important. Depending on what kind of community they have, that will determine whether if you are going to be sincere about your own personal development and authentic about your personal development. So I'm going to talk about this and I'm going to loop back. So for me, when I was looking, I kind of dabbled around a little bit, looking at some communities here in the local Twin Cities area. And there's certain groups that pretty much, it got competitive. So there was this one group where we sat in a meditation, it was a circle. And after the meditation, people would go around and share. And the stories got dramatically better. Like, as it came around, like everybody was trying to one up the other individual. And somebody saw a white light, and then somebody saw a blue light, and then the next person, somebody saw Jesus, and then the next person saw Jesus and Buddha, right? And so it just got joking, but it just got too ridiculous. And then by the time it got to me, I just said, man, I just basically took a little nap there, and I was just honest. And so for me, the community is very important, because you don't want a community that is trying to one up each other, because what happens is that process becomes disingenuous, and it's more about ego than the genuine experience. So the community that at Formless Form Qigong, the community that we have gathered is very straight community. There's no shaming as far as like, oh, you didn't feel anything? Well, shame on you. Must be that I'm better than you, right? And we don't brag about, oh, I did 2 hours of meditation, and so I'm better than you. This competitive one-up approach to the community it doesn't serve you as an individual. So make sure that you feel out these communities, because these communities are kind of set by the master or the guru or the mystic, whatever you want to label that, whatever that individual's title is. And so that's just the community piece. Now moving back into the instructor or the teacher, it's really up to you guys. For myself, I want somebody who is like me. I want somebody who has bills to pay, somebody who has a wife and kids, and has to make a living just like me. At the same time, I want this individual to have a spiritual practice that they have on a daily basis or an occurring basis that allows them to level up. The kind of teacher I'm also looking for is somebody who can make it tangible. Because when it comes to spiritual development, everything is so ethereal, so abstract, and much of it is just intellectual, it's just memorization. I'm not interested in that. I want my teacher to give me a felt sense. I want my teacher to be able to create an environment that will give me the opportunities or increased opportunities for feeling this divine connection within myself. Not through him or her, but through me. I want to be able to feel it from myself, through my own awakening, on my own terms. And to me, that ability to make it tangible, make it real, make it real. Right? Otherwise, it's just theory, and I'm not interested in theory. I want it to be real. So give me a felt sense. Give me a practice. Give me a felt sense. And also, as I'm going through these processes, having dreams and more vivid dreams, and as I'm kind of going throughout my experiences of this spiritual development process, I want this individual to know what I'm talking about, or to know what I'm going through as I'm going through it. Because otherwise, otherwise they don't have us. Otherwise, what they're doing is they're putting down a path that is intellectual versus a path that they've actually traveled on. So for myself, the path that I'm teaching is a path that I've traveled on personally. It's not something that that I learned from somebody. It is my own path. Since we're on the topic, I'll talk about this because, so I say that I'm a master of Qigong, but I don't want my students calling me Master Peng. To me, master, the title of master comes with too many connotations and expectations that I can't quite live up to, because I'm just a regular guy too. I don't see myself as being above or all-knowing, because I'm human too. I just have this bucket of knowledge in this personal development, spiritual development bucket that I have, that's more experience than most, and that's really about it. So it doesn't make me above anybody. So to kind of sum this up, what do I look for in a teacher? I'd look for somebody who's like me. Somebody who isn't trying to be perfect, isn't pretending to be perfect. The more masks that these individuals put on, the harder it is to actually find spiritual development.